All right, here we go. It's the Max and Chet show.
What? Oh, bam! We're on the spot. I didn't know we were doing the show.
Yeah, we're doing the show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
All right, Max was asking me about my brother, and I thought it's such an entertaining person.
What was your brother's name? Fredrico?
Fredrico. Yes, Fredrico Morton. Yes, and he's such an entertaining person. Like when I go to visit my relatives, they all ask me about him, and I usually know nothing. I don't keep up that well.
You see your long-lost relatives, and they're like, hey, Chet, how's your brother?
How's Fredrico? Yeah. No, because...
Not how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a dog's age, but how's your brother?
My life, both our lives are dull compared to this man. So let me tell you a little bit about him. When I was 15, I self-taught myself on the guitar for 6 months. Could play a lot of chords and stuff. Was doing pretty good, all right? He came to visit me. I lived with my dad. In one weekend, he went from picking it up, what's this thing called, to passing me up. In one weekend. He can pick up a violin, just start playing notes. He can sit at the piano.
Some people are just musical like that, you know? And that's fine. They say music and math are supposed to go together really well. They say if you're really good at music, you're supposed to have a really good brain for math. But then on the other opposite side of that thing is they're probably not really good at logic, like science and things like that, supposedly. It's the side of the brain you use.
I'm good at math and logic, and Fredrico kind of sucks at... I mean, he's not... He just kind of didn't finish his education for reasons we'll go into, and then also there was some drugs involved. So, he's... Fredrico is 6'4" and about 150 pounds.
Damn, dude. Yeah, so, there's a reason you get that skinny.
Well, no, he's never been able to put on the pounds like myself. You know, they never developed these mad skills.
Yeah, I pretty much stare at a stick of butter and just get fatter. I get like it's a mind trick I'm working on. I'm really good at it. I can just stare at butter and get fatter as you watch.
Okay, so Fredrico, I moved away from the area and I kept hearing about all these things. Fredrico was dating an older woman and got her pregnant, and I specifically came up here to visit one weekend, and I had a conversation with him like. Okay, man, you're obviously already having sex, so we'll skip the abstinence part and we'll go straight to...
Skip the birds and the bees, right. Since you have a child on the way.
Yeah, and actually, at the time, I'll be honest, I was a virgin too, you know, so anyways, even though I was out of the house, whatever. So anyways, had this, but I'm like, hey, you know, you can't keep having these kids, you know, if you're going to have sex, you got to... And he told me all these things, you got to wrap the package, you know.
Wrap it up.
You're going to give the gift, wrap the package. He had like all kinds of expressions. I'm like, oh, okay, you understand this. You know?
You understand the expressions, but do you know what they mean?
Well, this girl turned out to be somewhat, I want to say psychotic. I don't know if she was or not.
Time out. Yeah. That's not fair, okay? What? Listen.
Okay.
All females are psychotic. Now go on. Go ahead and continue. Go ahead and continue. Shh, keep it down, Roxy.
So anyways, later on, so he broke it off with her, and her parents adopted my oldest niece, who is Frederick's daughter, Rita.
Cousin's uncle.
Rita. Anyway, so Rita was adopted by... So, about a couple... Well, it must have been about 1 year later, he's dating another girl, and she got pregnant. And now, my grandpa, who is a form of clergy...
yeah, probably wasn't too happy with that.
Right. I don't know if he knew about the first daughter until later. But anyways, convinced them to get married. And I kind of came up... I didn't think that was such a great idea. But anyways, so they had 2 kids. So he's at 3. He's not even 18 yet. Wait,
he had 2... What? We went from one to the other, bro.
Right, okay, I'm saying he had 2 kids with that woman.
Okay, he had 2 with the second
2 kids
one.
with his wife.
The first or second?
So, okay, the first one adopted by the grandparents. Then he married his wife and had 2 kids. At one point, he got to claim both his wife and his kid as a minor on his taxes.
That's gross.
What?
That you could claim your wife as a minor, bro.
Well, he was the same age as his wife.
It's still gross unless you're from Mississippi, bro.
I'm just saying. The judge wouldn't approve their marriage, probably a smart guy, and the family took him to Nevada to get the job done. So
God bless Nevada.
So, anyways.
Hey, that's okay. It's where a Mexican wrestler and a English lady can get married.
That's correct.
It's good enough for a couple minors.
That's right. Well, you know, their parents had signed all the appropriate, you know, paperwork. And anyways, so that marriage was a little rocky at times. One time, Fredrico had a black eye and things like that. And he's always been trying to get his music career going, but he's also has an ambition problem, and I'll tell you a story about that a little later on. But anyways,
oh, please do. No.
I shall. But anyways, let's go back to his kids. Anyway, so
he's got 3 kids. So did he stay with this woman?
There was a restraining order at one point involved in this marriage, and he went to jail at one point, and things like that. And then he they divorced, which was probably good for both of them.
See, when you started out this story, you said something about like we have boring lives, and he had the way you let it in to believe me, like he had an exciting, fun life.
No,
I would take out the fun part of that.
Not fun. No,
and maybe leave the exciting, but
he gets. Like, here's the thing. His swimmers can swim. This man...
Hey.
Like, if there's going to be a last man on Earth... Wait a minute. How many kids you have?
I think I could beat Fredrico.
I'm not sure, because I'm not done with the story yet.
Hey. My dad was the middle child of 14.
Okay.
I was the youngest of 5 only because they stopped breeding. And the only reason I stopped breeding is because we chose to stop breeding. Surgically, okay? All right?
Well...
I'm just saying, my boys...
Well, they swim, yes, but...
They swim well.
Yes. So anyways, this guy finds the most psychotic nut job of a woman in the entire county. And I asked Roxy one time, I said, you know, how did Fredrico fall with a woman like this? And Roxy had a good point. She says, I said, here's how I phrased the question. I said, how did Fredrico fall for the craziest woman in this entire county? And Roxy had a good point. She says when you sleep with all of them, you're bound to run into that woman sooner or later.
Snapperoo.
Anyways, they have a child.
True story. I'm just saying, if you're bottom fishing the whole time, don't be surprised when you pull up a bottom fish.
Right. Yeah. So they have a child. That makes 4.
Okay.
And but for some reason, this child would become more important than all his others, and he would have to keep going back to this psycho woman.
Because that woman made it that way.
Right.
There should be not one child more important than the others. That's ridiculous.
I agree, but she would also post like all her family's crap on Facebook all the time. And stuff about him. It's really funny. She would start out these straw man arguments. She would be like, for all of you guys that think Fredrico's a good guy, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'd comment below it. I'm like, hey, nobody ever said Fredrico was a good guy. No one said that. Well, you're arguing.
But he is my brother, so shut the fuck up. Shut the front door, I meant. Shut the front door.
Well, I commented one time, because she would just put all that stuff out there for God and everybody to read. And I said one time, what did you do before Facebook? Was there a town crier you paid?
No, before Facebook... There was...
MySpace.
No, and before MySpace, there was Maury Povich and that other dude.
That's true.
What was that one dude?
Well, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer, thank you.
Yeah.
Before Facebook, there was Jerry Springer.
Fredrico might go on Jerry Springer someday.
Right?
Yeah.
But have you noticed, since Facebook hit it big in all these social media things, these talk shows, I mean, we still have these reality shows, God forbid, but fortunately... I think the daytime talk shows have gone down.
Yeah.
And they switched over to the whole daytime talk shows are like doctors and stuff now.
Right.
At least they have a purpose to try to benefit you, whether or not they're a real doctor or not.
Yeah.
But at least it's not like, so we took the test and we got your baby's mama sitting backstage. You're not the dad. Oh, I told you, bitch.
They do a dance too, man.
Yeah.
Not the father, not the yeah.
Really, I mean, no dignity for these children,
Okay, so Fredrico, now up to 4 kids, finally left the psycho and then went back to her, and then, he had another girlfriend. This is kind of a funny story here. They used to do all these, I think it was just to make the ex angry. They would confess their love for each other on Facebook. And
with the ex and Fredrico would?
Fredrico and then his new girlfriend would do this on Facebook.
His new girlfriend, is that the mother of the 2 kids?
No, we're moving on.
Okay, we're past that. We're past baby mama number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we're on to
a new girlfriend. Who they would say all these little lovey things
on Facebook so the world can see it.
Right,
yes.
And they made their very own page for it. Well, guess what? At some point, he went back to Psycho X to cheat on his current girlfriend, and she, of course, posted that all over Facebook and said, once a cheater, always a cheater, and all this. So I just started linking videos on his little love post thing, and the first one I did was chef. Baby! You and me and her. Simultaneous loving, baby.
Oh, that silly bastard.
I'm such a joker. When he...
You know what his problem is? I'll tell you right now. He doesn't beat off enough.
That could be it. You might have a point there.
Seriously, he'd probably have a couple less kids and a couple less exes if he just beat off more.
You're probably right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't beat the real thing, but sometimes it beats alimony. Okay?
When he had first announced his relationship on Facebook with this new girlfriend, I said, congratulations on the new baby, and my condolences for the relationship. You know, she wasn't pregnant yet, but I just assumed that she was about to.
Yeah, right, soon. You sat next to her, right? So she's gonna be pregnant soon, dude.
So
you use the same toilet as her, right?
So Roxy gets on there. Says you'll have to forgive Chet. He likes to do
douchebaggery things.
He likes to do.
Oh, that was my words.
Rodrigo jokes.
Fredrico
jokes. Excuse me.
Why? Just because you have a different nickname for him. We're not gonna talk about that.
Right. Anyway, she goes, he likes to do Fredrico jokes. And I'm like, haha, Fredrico jokes. I said, who has more kids, so many kids that one's bound to be adopted by Angelina Jolie? Fredrico!
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I'm a nice brother. So anyways,
we're going to save your other brother for another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
Help me, Jeebus. He got
rid of, that girlfriend turned out to be a little crazy. That one that he was so.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Turned out to be crazy. So is he now back with baby mom number 4?
No.
So he's now, okay.
He laid low on Facebook, which is wise, because baby mama number 4 is psycho and just comes in there. But he just kind of got married, just didn't tell nobody. No one knew he was hooked up or whatever.
Married a second time?
Yep. He's now married a second time. Did it in secret.
I don't know why people. I'm a firm believer in marriage. I'm an old-fashioned romantic, I think. But if you tried marriage and it didn't work out for you, what in God's green earth would make you think the second, third, fourth, fifth, and fucking sixth time is going to work for you, dude? I'm not saying don't go out there and get with another person, but
this girl,
I don't know.
I mean, she seems really nice, and so.
But they're still married?
And they're still married. But this has been, they got married last year. But she has.
Well, Max Danger here wishes them the best of luck.
She has 2 kids. Here's the story of a lovely couple with 6 kids.
But do any of them live with their parents?
Yeah, those, her 2. And I don't think
any of his
Fredrico has any of them. But,
I could be impregnating half of the country right now. But you really, it breaks my heart, when I can't have, children with you,
I skipped a girlfriend. That is an important part of the. You talk about logic and reason. Here's the thing: there was a girl that was attractive and very nice, and just and at one point, Fredrico said, "Oh, there's nothing really wrong with her. I don't know why."
But that's why he didn't hook up. I see where you're going with this. I cut you off at the pass here, guy. You're saying Fredrico did not hook up and stay with the good girl, the nice girl.
Cheated on her with the psycho one.
Right? The good one. He fucked over his one good chance at a normal, healthy relationship to go have these mind fuck games with these twisted bitches.
Right. That's right.
And there's nothing wrong with the good one. That was the problem. There was nothing wrong with the good one.
So he's hooked on the drama.
He likes the damaged goods. He likes the drama. Personally, I can't stand the drama. The more drama, the more I'm going to want to punch you in the face.
But let me say, his current wife seems cool. I just want to throw that out there. But that's a story of Rodrigo.
I'm sure she has maybe she just happened to have the right amount of drama to normal.
You might have a good thesis there. And you know what?
Like the average woman in America.
I think I'm going to share this show with him, introduce him to the Max and Chet show.
Good.
And kind of let him hear it.
All right, hey, Fredrico, this is a message to you then. I don't know you. You don't know me. That's fine. We both have a lot of kids. We both have messed up relationships. But, dude, if you got a good wife now, don't mess it up, dude. You ain't going to keep getting them, dude. You're going to run out eventually, okay? Don't F it up more than you can handle, okay, buddy? If you got a good one, keep it. Keep her, and do what you got to do it. So, boom.
All right. This is the Max and Chet show. We're going to go ahead and kill it here. But I'm really, I can't wait. I hope Fredrico, man, I hope he really listens to this.
Peace out.
It'd be fun. Get us at least an audience at the very least.
Right, well, at least one person.
At least someone will listen to this. All right.
Yep.